Hi guys, and welcome to another video with me, Paul, from Golden FM, and this is a new series called Paul Plays, and basically it will be a collection of different series under this name, because this one's called Paul Plays FM13 Everton. So there will be a few other teams, whatever saves I do, and this is just going to be like occasional updates. It's not going to be a really intense series where I do a video every few games. It's going to be, 3 a season or 2 a season, depending on the team. And hopefully you'll enjoy them. So I will just be showing a few highlights of some interesting games I've played, showing you the scores and that sort of thing. Maybe the odd live game, but there won't be one in this first episode of the Everton series. I've always wanted to manage Everton because it's a bit of a challenge. They don't have a huge amount of money, but this season they've got a very strong spine to the team. Brilliant, Baines and Fellaini and Jelic up front, and other great players like Pinar and Mirallas. So I became manager of Everton, and I thought I'll bring in some players, but it was extremely hard with limited funds. But as you can see, I'm just covering up the number here, we're 4th in the Premiership, and it is the end of November, so we've done very well. But I'll just show you the transfers I made. To start with, we brought in Craig Gordon for a free and Hitzelsberger for a free. And I sold the subkeeper Mucha to Man City for 1.5 million. I thought I can get someone just as good. Craig Gordon's about similar quality. That was an odd... I don't know why they bought him. It was a very strange sort of signing for Man City. But yeah, not going to complain. Then I loaned out Lundstram and sold Gui for 3 million. Which I was going to get 4 million from Lille for him. But... He rejected their offer, which is strange, because he was earning more at me. I reckon Lille probably offered more, and he didn't want to go there because they weren't offering him enough. He would have been at, a very good French team, and instead he goes to Nottingham Forest, and for a deal worth less than what I was paying him originally. So that was bizarre, but I only got 3 million from him in the end. But I didn't sign anyone for money in the end. But yeah, as you can see, I'm getting Zagoev on a free, which you just have to do if you've got a spare 50k a week to spend. He wants quite a bit of money, but he will be a good player, I'm sure. But yeah, I'll just show you where I am in the Premiership. 4th, somehow. I haven't lost a game in the first 13 games. I've won 6 and drawn 7, a lot of draws, but 25 points, and I'm only 3 points behind Man United at the top. Man City have a game in hand there, and so does Tottenham, all going strong. But I cannot believe we haven't lost a single game in the league. The only game we have lost, as you will find out, is in the League Cup, which was a 4-1 defeat to Newcastle, absolutely destroyed by Adam Campbell, the wonder kid, getting 4 goals past me. That was annoying. But we started off well in pre-season, only 1 defeat against Preston, and then we got a 2-0 victory against Liverpool, goal from Jelic and Mirallas with a debut goal. But since then, Mirallas has been a bit poor, which is strange. I like him in real life. He's been insane for Everton. I'm not an Everton fan, by the way. People have been asking me, but no, I'm not. I just fancied managing Everton. We drew 2-2 against Southampton next, which was slightly disappointing when we were at home, but unbeaten still, and I was sort of happy that Naismith got a goal. Then this was a poor victory against Fleetwood in the Cup. My players were not responding to anything I said in team talks. Whatever I said, positive, negative, motivational, or just calm, assertive, I tried everything. They would all react there would always be a couple of players that would be demotivated or think I was being stupid or whatever. There just was no positivity from them, but I was still getting results, and I was still remaining unbeaten, and I'm still struggling to get any positive feedback from my team in team talks, which is a bit frustrating. Then 2 0-0 draws against West Ham and Stoke, sort of predictable results against those two teams, I guess. And then a good 3-2 victory against West Brom. Jelic with a very impressive hat-trick. Then unfortunately that defeat, and I suppose at this point it's a bit of an average start because I'm drawing lots of games and I'm out the Carling Cup, or Capital One Cup, sorry, changed name now. But then we got back onto winning ways, 2-1 victory against Norwich and another 2-1 win against QPR. So that was alright. And then a 3-3 draw against Sunderland, goals galore. Pienaar with 2, Velios with a goal. Pienaar's been brilliant this season. I think he's our top scorer. And then a very good 1-1 draw against Arsenal. Pienaar scoring again. And then a 3-3 draw against Man City. What a result. Couldn't quite believe I managed to get those 2 results. And 2 goals from Jelic, a goal from Fellaini. So I think... And then I'll show you all the results and I'll show you some highlights. Lovely 3-2 victory against Reading. And a 1-0 victory against Swansea. And a 1-0 draw against Wigan. Next few games, Fulham and Aston Villa are winnable, but then there's a tough run of games. But hopefully I can keep going on this run. I'll probably lose the next game now, won't I? But the first one I'm going to show, I think, will be I see the 3-3 draw against Sunderland just because there's lots of goals. So I'll show you games with a few goals. I'll show it in 2D because otherwise it will lag with this Camtasia program recording the screen, unfortunately. But yeah, I am very happy with how we have played and how we've remained unbeaten. But the first goal of the game, we shall see, came up to Marilash. Dribbled round, lovely chip back to Pienaar, who fired home for the first goal. Then the next goal, they've got Samaras for some reason, which is an interesting signing. But yeah, he scored, which was annoying, to make it 1-0. Then in came Samaras again, but he seems to be quite dominant in this game. Catamol back to Colback. Lovely play, but then we broke away. Naismith using pace to find Jelic. Marilash. Back to Neville. Put it in. Pienaar headed away. And then this is a long highlight. I can't even remember who scored the next goal. Jelic, Naismith. Oh, yeah, we did. Pienaar, lovely finish. Second goal of the game. 2-1. Sessegnon's a great player. Dribbling round. Limberski, Colback, Sessegnon. Into Fletcher. Gets his customary goal. 2-2. We were struggling at this point in the second half. Catamol brought a good save from Howard. Samaras collected the ball again, having a dominant display from him. They were passing it around nicely, and Fletcher got his second of the game with a nice passing movement, but luckily we equalised. Pienaar kept it in well, and Velios headed home with a dominant header. So that was it. An alright draw. And then a 3-3 draw against Man City. I guess we have to see this, don't we? And I think I'll show you the 3-2 victory against Reading just because it was a decent comeback from being 2-1 down. I actually went overload at half time against Reading, but more about that after this. So the first goal, here come Man City. Tevez into Dzeko, kicked away by Howard, but that was annoying because it then was collected nicely by them, and of all the players to score, it was Clichy to make it 1-0. But soon after, not too long after anyway, we did equalise, which I was pleasantly surprised by. Pienaar's been brilliant. Into Fellaini, Naismith, Jelic rounded the keeper. 1-0, great play from Jelic. Second goal of the game, headed away by Barry, and then Aguero with some insane pace. Look at that, he just ran past everyone with ease and then fired home. What a goal. Brilliant goal from Aguero. But then we equalised. thanks to Fellaini with a nice header from the corner. And then it was the second half, and against all odds we went 3-2 up, despite having hardly any of the game compared to them. They had 31 shots, and I think we had 11 or something ridiculous. And so we were very lucky even to get a draw, even though we were 3-2 up at this point. I wasn't surprised that they equalised, and I wasn't disappointed with the draw at all. It was a very good result. Tevez with the finish, but Aguero just was ripping us apart in this game. And lastly for today, I'll show you our 3-2 victory against Reading. I would expect to be beating Reading, but our defence was non-existent at times. The fullback seemed to struggle to defend on this game, which is annoying to say the least. But you just have to make the most of it. Lafondra was the penalty to make it 1-0. But luckily, we did get back into it. Naismith into Jelavic. Lovely goal. Lovely, lovely goal. But before half time, annoyingly, they did take the lead again. And I was pretty angry with my team. Back to Gunnison. Came to Lafondra to get his second great finish. But second half, I went overload and Jagielka headed home from a corner. Still on overload. We took the lead. And then after that, I calmed down and decided to go back to counter. I was just a bit angry with my team. But Naismith with a lovely finish to make it 3-2. And that was the end of the game. So yes, we are 4th in the table, plus 7 goal difference. We'll just look at the table a bit wider there, see the goals. We scored a few but conceded a reasonable amount as well. But not to worry, we're 4th. Hopefully we can keep this going. We're the only team in the league to still be unbeaten, which is insane considering we're Everton. No disrespect, but Everton, you lose the odd game here and there. Somehow I've remained unbeaten. Yes, that's it for episode 1 of Paul Plays Football Manager 2013 Everton, and I look forward to doing more videos with Everton and other teams I manage on FM13. I'll see you in the next video.